We cannot dig up anything on this dude.
What was the kid? There was a kid in North Bergen I grew up with, and he had a name. He was one of those kids that he got stuck in his mother's pussy. So they had to use one of those forks to take his head out.
The tongs. The jaws of life.
His head
they got the jaws of life.
What was his name? Vinny Warhead. They used to call him his name. So they called him Vinny Warhead on the street. He was a little bit of a tart, but he was okay. He had a little drool to him and shit. So he wanted to be a fireman. That was his. I want to be a fireman. I want to be a fireman. I want to be a fireman. So they wouldn't make him a fireman, so they made him a volunteer fireman. But they gave him like a shield just to like appease him and shit.
Hat, they gave him the hat.
No, the hat wouldn't fit.
I was going to say, would the helmet fit?
That was the problem. They had to give him like a Halloween hat. Like a witch's hat. So it could, if he got hit in the head with a brick, it would hurt him. So he sued the town of North Bergen because they wouldn't make him. He got his fucking diploma, but he sued the town of North Bergen because they wouldn't make him a fireman because they couldn't find a helmet to fit his head. So Vinny Warhead said, fuck it. They gave him a little money to go away. So Vinny...
They paid him off.
They paid him off.
They gave him the Michael Jackson money. They gave him the Michael Jackson.
They gave him like $25,000 to get a bicycle and a dog.
That's it? Just $25,000?
I swear to my mother's grave.
That's all it takes to give up your dream?
So he was a volunteer fireman. They thought he would forget all about it, but no.
Right.
He was showing up at the fires. So about a month into...
He wasn't even going in on the trucks? He would just show up?
He would just show up with like a truck with lights on it and shit. And then after a year, he started lighting his own fires.
Oh, no.
Just to put him out, just to have something to do.
No, and he would call the fire department, and before they get there, he'd come out running from the trees, and he'd go, I should be a fireman with his little witch hat on. He'd be yelling with his little witch hat on, I'm a better fireman than you guys. I got here before you, and I don't even have a house and a ladder with a speaker. Dog. I think he killed himself. They fucking arrested him and shit. Jesus. And poor little Vinny Warhead iced himself. I don't know the whole story.